how long you've been driving the truck?
So I've only been driving the truck for about a year and a half.
So do you have to go to a school to get trained?
Yeah. So I went to a school. It was about a month long. It really didn't even take that. It really doesn't even take that long. I could teach. I was joking with the campaign, but I'm really, really serious. When we get to the general, I'd like Andrew to take the written test. There's a app that you can download, and with his intelligence, he could probably in a day and a half, 2 days, understand everything on the written test, take the written test, and then I could take him out and teach him how to drive in 2 days. 2 days. 2 11-hour days, I could have him driving. No problem. I mean, now, that's with this truck, because this truck's an automatic. I actually took my test in a stick, right, 10-speed. But in reality, a lot of these trucks are going toward automatics, for one. And number two, with driving a truck, it's really not that difficult. And the purpose of me wanting to teach Andrew to drive a truck is I feel like we need what I want to do and what I bring to the table. We're actually going to be putting 16 trucks on the road, Andrew Yang trucks, right? So we have one right now. You've seen it. And then we're going to put 15 more on the road. That's what we'd like to do.
What does it take to do that? So first of all,
money.
Do you own a truck? Do you own the trailer?
No.
Oh, so who will allow you to wrap a truck?
The company that I work for loves Andrew Yang. The company's called Wizard Way. Wizzard, right? So 2 Z's, Wizard Way, right?
Oh, so you have to ask the company permission and then you give them money.
Well, I give the guy who does the work money. That's a separate company. But that company is a friend of the guy who does the work, is a friend of the guy who is the owner of the trucking company. They're best friends.
Oh. Is it difficult to convince them to do that? How did you work this out?
I bring a lot of other employees to the company. I bring a lot of value to the company in terms of my work ethic. I do a lot of loads. I never, I just constantly drive the truck nonstop, right? And so I really know how to take advantage of my clock, right, to get the most out of my clock. And anybody who drives truck knows how important that is. Because there's certain regulations that we have to adhere to. And the better you are at utilizing those rules in your favor, the more productive you're going to be.
Tell me, since this wrapping, when did you start to drive on the road?
I was there on October 15th.
Okay. So
for Iowa.
It's about two weeks now.
Yeah.
Right? A little more. So what is the reaction of people of course, when you're driving, you don't know. It must be when you stop, you get reaction.
Sometimes people do this, Yeah, so sometimes people are like, and then other times people are recording it, They just, people love Andrew Yang, And so the truck has nothing to do with actually winning truckers over. I can go knock on any trucker's door here and just tell them about Andrew Yang. I don't need a truck to do that. You know what I mean? Or I have a CB, I haven't hooked it up, and this is a newer truck. I haven't hooked it up yet, but I can get on my CB and talk about Andrew Yang. I don't need a truck to do that. The truck is an attention grab. That's all it is. It has nothing to do with trucking, has nothing to do with truckers, has nothing to do with winning truckers. what it has to do with is grabbing the attention and getting more name recognition for Andrew. Because that's what we struggle with. The only reason we're not at 50% is because we don't have 100% name recognition.
Who are you reaching?
So, that's really a great question. Okay, so let me give you. Do you have that speaker right there?
Yes.
I just got this speaker from David.
Who's
Right?
David?
David, right? It's this guy
Uh-huh.
that. And so what I do now, this is something that I just started doing, right? So I'll actually go into a place, right, and
Yeah.
order food.
Yeah.
But while I'm doing that, I'll play like this.
Is a New York entrepreneur who's never held political office. Tonight
So-
he spoke one-on-one with King 5's Natalie Swaby.
So I'll just walk
she joins
around.
us now with what he had to say.
It was
Like
right
this.
here at Gasworks Park tonight that Andrew Yang said if elected, his first priority as
Right.
president would be to implement $1,000 a month for every American adult.
And
Everybody knows who Andrew Yang is.
And
He's
I'll
not
just
a
walk around
politician,
like this.
Complete underdog. And
I'll be like, hey, how's it going?
surprisingly,
Hey, how's it
actually,
going?
he's doing really well.
Hey, how's it going?
Serious person.
You know, I'll be like, hey.
Can I get a close shot of the speaker? It looks like a drum, Chinese drum.
I just got this. David, the guy, the Yang Gang guy, got this for me.
Cool.
And I'd like to have.
Is it legal?
It's totally illegal.
He's gone viral in a whole range of different communities.
He's not saying
So-
the same kind of stuff that all the other candidates are saying. And when he talks, it lands.
So when he talks, it lands.
Things that are unique.
That's
I think
major-
America's ready
major
for a
medal.
different kind of president who's more about substance than form.
I think
about a
America
politician,
is ready
not
for a
someone who's
different kind
been
of
around like
president.
Washington for years or decades. Most Americans don't think that career politicians are going to solve our problems, and I think those.
See that?
Yeah. This
Most
is,
Americans don't think that career politicians are going to solve our problems.
right.
So I'll take this. I'll go in. This is just kind of a newer strategy. Normally, I just talk to people. I'm like, hey, come here. Right? A little bit. People are like, who the hell are you? I'm like, hey, my name's Fred. Right? And then I'll be like, I'll say whatever, I'll say something to him. I'll say, hey. Or if I see another trucker that's like underneath his truck, I'll help him out. And maybe he's trying to move his tandems. Maybe he's trying to move his wheels, because our tandems move back and forth, and, we have to figure out the weight of the truck and get it all lined right, or we'll get busted by the Department of Transportation. So if somebody's trying to do that, maybe I'll help them, and then once I help them and provide some value to them, I'll just say, hey, what's your name? And, how long have you been trucking, and have you ever thought about getting out of it? Do you like it? Do you not like it? What was it like when you first got in? What's it like now? And so, and then, sometimes I'll talk to them about Andrew Yang. And then sometimes people, if I can tell if somebody's not ready. If somebody's not ready, I'll just, not even talk to them about Andrew Yang. I'll just throw out some cracks in maybe their own ideology that they have. But yeah, I mean, the truck is all about getting name recognition for Andrew.
exposure. Right?
Exactly.
Right. Right.